Hola, today, right now, I'm gonna do the fuel filter change on this bitch. This is a d21 1990 Nissan. The fuel filter is located on the passenger side of the vehicle under the MPI system air filter shit. So that's the old filter there. We're gonna have to remove those two screws and the clamp there around it to give us more access. Basically, we're gonna lift this bitch up. This canister is gonna come up so we can access the bottom of the fuel line to get the fuel to clamp thing off. So these use fuel line clamps, which is there. I'm gonna get a marker and mark on the thread side on that side where it's at, pretty much, so I can know how much to tighten, because I don't want that shit to be loose and then leak gas and everything explodes and I die, or somebody dies. First thing we need to do is get rid of the pressure that's in there now. So basically we're gonna go and remove the fuse from the fuel pump fuse, which is over here. And I'm not probably gonna basically, there's your diagram, and I don't have my assistant here. My girlfriend's not here, she's town on business. But we want to remove the fuse for the fuel pump, which is 10A, which is a red one. So starting from the, okay, so I've taken a fuse out from there, as you can see. Now we got to turn on the truck and let it run till it runs out of fuel. It shouldn't be long. Yep. Now I'm going to proceed by taking off those two screws there, which I'm assuming are holding onto that can. This is my first time doing this on this truck, so yeah. Alright, so I moved those two screws. They were 10mm. I moved those. Now I got free play here. I unhooked this connector that was in the way. It was clamped onto here, so I got that connector out the way, and I used alright, so I took the clamp off. It was just holding onto the can. I'm thinking about taking the bottom hose off first to give me more room at the top. I use a permanent marker to mark the screw location, so when I retighten that bitch, I kind of know the mark, so I know it looks ugly. But the screw's on the other side of this bitch, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but it's like on the other side. Since I didn't have my assistant with me, it was hard to record this and take the old one out and not get gasoline everywhere. So even though we depressurized it, there's still gasoline there. What was I saying? So here's the new one. This is an AC Delco. The top's here, the bottom's there. So the top will always say top on it. Let's see if it's there, or out, which is the top. So this is the bottom, which is the little groove, the head, mushroom head on it. Anyways, so I ended up taking the top one out first, and that gave me room to wiggle. So I was able to wiggle I took the top one off, unscrewed that. I was able to turn this bitch sideways and just kind of tilt it and get a screwdriver in there and take the bottom one out. Alright, I don't know if how easy this is to see or not, but I went ahead and attached the bottom line again. So remember I told you guys I marked it last time? So there goes the blue that I marked on the inside. I know it's hard to see, but there goes the blue that I marked on the outside. So I still have a little bit more turns to go. So you see the blue is right there, the end of the blue. It should be right there. So that blue there should meet there. So I still have a few more turns. Alright, so here goes the top install. Now again, what I was saying earlier is when we install this bitch, you want to make sure that when the rubber hose goes in, that not only does it go in evenly, or you want to like mount it on there, but you want to make sure that you insert it like all the way in. So I might need 2 hands for this shit. See if I can get this position just right. Maybe so. No. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna grab the bottom of the filter with my hand because it's not clamped onto any support. Grab the bottom with my right hand. Using my left hand, I'm gonna insert the pipe over it, as you can see, or maybe even switched up. But you gotta support the filter so you can put firm pressure on that motherfucker to get that hose in there. There, see? He saw it. There we go. He saw that, right? I hope y'all did. Fuck, that hurt. So, now it's the ridge or the shape, or the penis shaped thing kind of helps the pipe stay on there better. You might not be able to see the blue. I can see it because it's easier for me to see, but the camera needs more light. But it's kind of bluish. There's different ways to do this. It's just how I did it. You know, you can do however the fuck you want to do it. But I marked it, so I went over tying it because I've broken these before. So as you can see, you can kind of see the bluish starting to come out now. Once the blue-ish is like over here, then I'll be done tightening it. So sorry, now the bluish is somewhere in there. Once it pops out a little and I don't see any more bluish, then I'll be done with that. So okay, maybe this time it'll make more sense. See, now the blue is on the outside, as you can see, or not see maybe. So the blue is on the outside, and now it's tying. I think I tightened it a little bit too much, but it didn't break. So since there's gas, some gas did spill in here. The truck's cold. I forgot to mention that. Do it when the truck's cold. But the truck's cold, so it didn't catch on fire or nothing. I'm gonna put that in the beginning to make sure to do this when the truck engine's cold. I'm gonna get some water and just hose this down a little after I clamp it back on, and I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna clamp it and check, make sure nothing leaks, and I'll be done. Alright, don't forget to tie these bitches back up. I use this kind of wrench because it's easier to maneuver and stuff. So I was gonna use this one, my big boy, but I couldn't get a chance when I didn't have extensions. So I use this ratchet. You can use a screwdriver, you can use whatever the fuck you want, but this made it a lot easier for me. It's a 10mm, so it folds there, folds there, folds there. So it makes it a lot easier for me, especially since my assistant's out here. I don't know where she's at. She's probably partying in San Antonio by now. Alright, so I got everything back installed the way it was. Sprinkled area with some water, just to rinse off the gas and stuff. I know gas evaporates pretty fast, but I didn't want to risk it, so I got my fire hose on standby. And by fire hose, I mean my garden hose. And let's see what happens. Alright. Let's see if this bitch turns on. And or if it leaks fuel, which is one of the most thing I'm worried about. Okay. She turned on. She has power. Now let's go make sure the gas is coming out. I don't smell anything. I don't see anything. Well, take that back. I do smell something. No. I just smell success. That's all I'm smelling. So, if you got any questions, leave a comment. If you got a comment, leave a comment. Subscribe. If you want me to do something else with this truck, let me know. I also have a 2002 Trailblazer and a 99 Odyssey. So, thanks. Subscribe.